Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 season is on the air. Today's date is August 14th, 99. We are at 3Com Park, an important National League matchup between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. The Mets come into this game a record of 68-49. Pretty much a shoo-in for the postseason, but they trailed the Atlanta Braves by 5 games in the National League East. Mets hoping to maybe get some help, but right now, the 10-minute ticker has been very frustrating to the Mets. So it looks like they're just going to have to get in as a wild card and hope for a big game, hope for a win in that postseason. We still got a ways to go yet. The Giants are 56-59. They are still under 500, 7.5 games behind the Arizona Diamondbacks in the National League West. The Los Angeles Dodgers are in third place, only a half game back of them. But right now with the Giants under 500, you can't get into even if you finish in second, you cannot get in if you do not have a winning record. So tonight, we'll see if the Giants looking to get closer to 500, Mets looking to get closer to the Braves, and then hoping for some 10-minute ticker magic. Ben Witz, Kevin Thomas, Doug Hunt, the lovely Barbara here joining us here at 3Com Park. The Mets historically won this game 6-1. The Mets had 16 hits and no errors. The Giants had 5 hits and an error. But we all know Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. So if everybody is set and ready to go for a big game between the Mets and the Giants, and every time the Mets play the Giants, I get worried. The Mets, in my 1988 replay, in that division series, the Mets had a 2-0 lead on the Giants in 88. And then the Giants ran off 3 straight, and the Mets got kicked out. My Mets have never won a postseason series on the board. We'll see if that changes in 1999. As Ernest Cruz joins us here at 3Com Park. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants tonight is Kirk Rueter. 15 wins, 10 losses, a 5.41 ERA in 99. We are at 3Com Park, neutral park for 99, 185 home runs, adds 1 to strikeouts and adds 2 to walks. So if everybody is set and ready to go, a big matchup here at 3Com Park. Should be exciting, and let's see what happens tonight. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Mets, left fielder. Well, we all know who this guy is. Ricky Henderson, greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. 315 average, 12 homers, 42 RBIs in 99. We're going to use black, white, and orange dice. Giants are the home team. Fans here at 3Com hoping the Giants can get a win. Mets Section 518 is here at the game. Mets trying to get closer to the Braves. Let's find out what happens. Rueter, 6-1, error on a throw. Henderson, 4-1. Nope, it's going to be a fly ball to left field. And some bum by the name of Bonds is going to go ahead and make the catch, out number 1. Next up for the Mets is the center fielder, Sean Dunston. Dunston started the season with the St. Louis Cardinals. He is now on the Mets. 321 average, 5 homers, 41 RBIs in 99. Rueter, 3-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Dunston, 4-4, and he grounds 1 to second base. That'll be handled by Ramon Martinez. And he tosses it over for out number 2. Next up, the first baseman, John Olerud. Hall of the very good, no doubt about it. Some people think he should be Hall of Fame. Debatable. 298 average, 19 homers, 96 RBIs that year. Rueter will deal. Rueter, 2-3, error on a grounder. Olerud, 6-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Marvin Bernard is going to get to that, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the New York Mets tonight is the Bulldog, Orel Hershiser. Some people think he should be in the Hall. Again, debatable. 13 wins, 12 losses, 4.58 ERA in 99. Me personally, I think Hall the Very Good is good enough for him. Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Giants, center fielder Marvin Bernard, 290 average, 16 homers, 64 RBIs that season. Hershiser, 6-1. It's at the park. 3-com, 1-4, and we start with a blank. We start with rare plays, bases empty from at the park. 56, high chopper to the hold at first base. Pitcher has to cover first base. Check pitcher for error dropping the throw. Hershiser's error rating is a 4. That's an 11. He will not drop the throw. He will make the play, and that will be an out. So that's going to be a grounder to first, is what that will be, and he will not make an out. Next batter is the second baseman, Ramon Martinez, 264 average, 5 homers, 19 RBIs that year. Hershiser, 5-5, hit by pitch, plunk out. Yep. Martinez is a hit batch painting has a 0, but Hershiser a +4, and Martinez will get hit by the pitch. First hit batter of the game. And now that will bring up this guy, left fielder, the man himself, Bonds, Barry Bonds. Put him in the friggin' Hall of Fame. 262 average, 34 homers, 83 RBIs. I don't care. Just put him in the Hall. He and a lot of other people saved baseball after the 94 strike. Martinez will stay put. Hershiser, 1-6, error on a grounder. Bonds, 4-5, that's powered into left. That's a 9, and that's going to be a triple, and the Giants are going to get the lead. Now, Martinez will come in to score. Right fielder is Benny Agbiani. His error rating is a 3. That's a 9. He will not make an error. He'll hold. But the Giants take the early lead. It's 1-0. RBI triple by Bonds, and that puts the Giants ahead. That'll bring up the first baseman, J.T. Snow, 274 average, 24 homers, 98 RBIs. I always thought Snow was a heck of a player. Infield will play in. 1-0 here. Strategy roll, and Bonds stays put. Hershiser, 1-5. It's a blank. Snow, 6-3, and against the righty, he doubles into right field. That'll score Bonds. And the Giants now have a 2-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 groans. So already the Giants have a 2-0 lead on the Mets already. And here's the right fielder, Ellis Burks, 282 average, 31 homers, 96 RBIs that year. That was a good season. Already 2-0 Giants are in the first. Snow, he will stay put. Hershiser, 4-6, strikeout, no. Burks, 3-6, and he powers one into left. The 20, however, is going to stay up there. And getting that is going to be Henderson. He'll make the catch near the wall, and that's out number 2. Snow, let's see if he goes for third. And that is a 4-6 on the chart. And let's see, 4-6. We got to play. We got to play at the play. We got to play at third base, and that is coming from Henderson. However, he has a +2 arm, and that is a 13, and he's going to be safe. Play at third, but Snow will get there. So it's 2 outs, but the man goes to third. And now the third baseman, Bill Miller, 290 average, 2 homers, 36 RBIs. Hershiser will pitch, strategy roll first. That's a 1, but Snow will stay there. Hershiser, 2-6, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. First strikeout for Hershiser. He only had 89 of them that year. But it's the Giants that score first. 2 runs, 3 hits, and a hit batter. 2-0 G-Men after 1. Already the Mets find themselves behind. Yeah, Yes, Hershiser is not in the Hall of Fame. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Mets, the catcher, Mike Piazza, Hall of Famer. Yes, and he's the greatest hitting catcher in baseball history. 303 average, 40 homers, 124 RBIs in 99. Rueter, 2-3, error on a grounder. Piazza, 6-1. No, that's a fly ball to left. And Bonds will get to that. And that's out number 1. Here's the third baseman, Robin Ventura. 301 average, 32 homers, 120 RBIs. Good year. Rueter, 1-3. It's a blank. Ventura, 1-1. And that's fly to left as well. Another play for Bonds. He'll make the play, 2 down. Here's the right fielder, Benny Agbiani, underrated player. 286 average, 14 homers, 42 RBIs. Benny Agbiani was an underrated player. He can definitely play ball, and he can hit. Rueter, 2-5. It's a blank. Agbiani, 1-6, and it's fly to left. And once again, Barry Bonds is going to make all the putouts in this game. At least they make all the putouts in this inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Giants, the shortstop, Rich Aurelia. 281 average, 22 homers, 80 RBIs in 99. 2-0 Giants here. Hershiser, 1-1 against the righty. Strikeout is high. Aurelia, 4-2, and it's a base hit to left field. Aurelia will get a single, and the Giants are the man on. Next up is the catcher, Brent Maine. 301 average, 2 homers, 39 RBIs that year. Scooney 007 joins us here at 3Com Park. Aurelia stays put. Hershiser, 5-3. It's a blank. Maine, 5-3. Fly ball right field. And Agbiani says he will get to it, and he will for the first out. Here's the pitcher, Kirk Rueter, a 155 average and 5 RBIs in 99. Aurelia will stay, he'll stay put. Hershiser, 6-4. Against the lefty, a walk plus, but the 20 just missed. Rueter, 1-6. Rueter, a 155 average. It's going to be good enough as Rueter's going to smack a double into left field. Will that score Aurelia? Double to left, 4-5. And hold if -2. Left fielder for the Mets, Henderson, is a +2. He will not hold. Aurelia will score. It's 3-0 Giants. As Kirk Rueter smacks a double into left field, and the Giants now have a 3-0 lead on the Mets. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 groans. And Kirk Rueter bouncing on the bag saying, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. So already 3-0 Giants. And here's Bernard. Bernard is 0 for 1. Rueter on at second. Strategy roll going on. Nothing happening. Hershiser. Hershiser, 4-6. Strikeout. Called strike 3 on Bernard. Second strikeout for Hurt for the Bulldog, 2 down. And now Martinez. Martinez got hit by a pitch. His first time up. Strategy roll for Rueter, and nothing on the 4. Hershiser, 2-6, strikeout 10. That's high. Martinez, 4-5. He grounds one to short. That'll be handled by Ray Ordonez. And he'll toss it over and end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits for the Giants. They have a 3-0 lead here after 2. Historically, the Giants got beat 5-1 in this game. But right now, inside pitch does not agree. Top of the third. Leading off for the Mets is the second baseman, Luis Lopez. 212 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs in 99. Rueter, 5-1, strikeout, got him. Rueter gets his first strikeout. He had 94 of them in 99. Here's the shortstop, Ray Ordonez, one of the best fielding shortstops in baseball history. 258 average, a homer, 60 RBIs in 99. Rueter, 5-6, home run chance. And that 4 is going to be good. It's going to be good, but Ordonez against lefties has a 0, so it don't matter. Ordonez, 1-5, but he will get a base hit, and he'll get the first hit of the game for the Mets. Single for Ordonez, he'll go to first. And now we'll see the pitcher, Orel Hershiser, a 145 average and 3 RBIs that year. And let's see what we got here. Infield going to double play. Hershiser, not really a good bunter. I think he's going to swing. Strategy roll, that's a 12. He'll swing. Rueter, 1-3. That's a blank. Hershiser, 3-4. That's a ground out to third. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot Martinez, 0. 1-3. Double play. No. The throw will go to first. Or don't a slow roller. And the only play they had was Hershiser at first base. But Ordonez will get to second. 2 down, and it will bring up Ricky. Ricky is 0 for 1. Ricky Henderson, greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. I don't think anybody will object to that title. Jimmy Jam joins us here at 3Com Park. Strategy roll, nothing happening there. Rueter, 1-3, it's a blank. Henderson, 1-4, and he flies one to left. And Bonds is going to make another play. Bonds has already made 5 putouts, and he'll make this one and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Mets. Down 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. In a game, really, the Mets kind of need. Not just to get closer to the Braves in the division, but to get a board win. Bottom of the third coming up. Leading off, of course, is Bonds. Barry Bonds. And he got a triple his first time up. Hershiser will deal. Hershiser, 1-1. And that's not going to be good for the Mets because a 1-1 against a lefty is a home run result. And against a righty, well, doesn't matter against righties or lefties. It really just doesn't matter. Because that ball it was hit in San Francisco. Well, it really doesn't matter. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Barry Bonds. Stadium cheers. Yay. Section 518 barfs. Yeah. He hit that ball in 3Com Park. It might have landed in Network Associates Coliseum. 4-0 Giants. Hershiser does not have it tonight. Here's Snow. Snow got a double his first time up. That ball. Well, remember they're playing in 3Com Park, not Pac Bell Stadium yet. This is still Candlestick. This is still what it used to be, Candlestick. But yeah, he might have hit the ball where it might have wound in the Pacific anyway. Hershiser, 4-3, error on a throw. Snow, 3-2, powered into center. That's a 10. It's going to stay up there easily against a righty. And Dunstan's going to make the play for the out. Out number 1. Yeah, 3Com Park is what they called. Yeah, Pac Bell was 2000. Exactly, Ernest Cruz. This was the last year for the Giants at Candlestick / 3Com Park. Here's Burks. Burks is 0 for 1. Hershiser, 1-6, error on a grounder. Burks, 3-3. That is a ground ball against a righty. It's a grounder to first. That ball is hit to Olerud. His error rating is a 4. That's a 19. Hershiser will come over. Olerud will throw it to him. And for the out, 2 down. 2 outs. Here's Miller. Miller's 0 for 1. Hershiser will deal. Hershiser, 5-4. Pitcher, that's a pitcher result. That 9 is going to be an automatic out. And it will be a fly out to center field. And that will be an easy play for Dunston. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A bomb hit by Barry Bonds. They're still looking for that ball, and they're not going to find it. 4-0 Giants after 3. Every time the Mets play the Giants, for some reason, no matter what year it is, no matter what season, it's always a tough win or a loss against this team. Top of the 4th, leading off for the Mets will be Sean Dunston. He's 0 for 1. Rueter will pitch. Rueter, 3-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Dunston, 3-1 against the lefty. Dunston will lead off with a base hit into left, and it's actually going to go all the way to the wall. Dunston will have a leadoff double. So now we'll see if the Mets can get him in. And here comes Olerud. Olerud is 0 for 1. Strategy roll, and nothing happening. Dunston stays at second. Rueter will go ahead and pitch to Olerud. Rueter, 3-4, strikeout, no. Olerud, 2-3, and it's a fly ball to right field. Easy catch made there by Burks for out number 1. Let's see if Dunston goes to third. And a 1-4 and fly ball to right field. Advances at 4-6. He's a 3. He'll stay put. 1 out. So 1 down there. And the next batter is Piazza. And Piazza's 0 for 1. Let's see. Rueter can pitch to 23. And Hershiser can pitch to 24. Strategy roll for Dunston. He'll stay put. Rueter, 1-6 against the righty. Home run result. And Piazza, well, Piazza says, hey, Barry, if you can do it, so can I. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Mike Piazza. Section 518, cheers. Yay! 2-run bomb by Piazza. Rueter pitched him an absolute grapefruit. He turned that into fruit salad. Two-run bomb by him. Piazza had 40 home runs in 99. Very capable of hitting 1 out. And now the batter is Ventura. Ventura is 0 for 1, now 4-2. Piazza was the best hitting catcher in baseball. Piazza was the best hitting catcher in baseball history. Rueter will pitch. Rueter, 6-1, error, throw. Ventura, 4-5, and against the lefty, that's going to be a double into right field. Ventura rounding second. Right fielder is Burks. His error rating is a 2. Wow, that's a 3. He makes a pretty bad throw, but it'll be backed up there by Rich Aurelia, shortstop, and Ventura will hold at second base. Here come the Mets. As Dr. D joins us here at 3Com Park. Here's Agbayani. Agbayani's 0 for 1. Ventura on at second. 4-2 Giants now. Strategy roll. That's a 3. Ventura will stay put. Rueter, 3-2. It's a blank. Agbayani, 3-2. It's fly to left field. And that'll be handled by Bonds again. Bonds making a lot of plays in the outfield. It's out number 2. Does Ventura take third? 2-6. And I think that's going to be a play. Is that going to be a play? 2-6? No, he's going to hold. He will stay at second base, 2 down. So 2 outs now for Lopez. Lopez is 0 for 1. Cal Raleigh may change that. He may change that, Cal Raleigh, but he's got a long way to go before he replaces any of the main catchers. But yeah, let's see how long he can go. Let's hope he stays healthy. Strategy roll. Ventura stays put. Rueter, 2-4. Hit by pitch. Plunk, ouch. Rueter will hit Lopez, and that's the second hit batter of the game. Second hit batter of the game. Now the pitcher, will be ejected anymore. And of course, the dreaded 66 brawl is now active. And now here's Ordonez. Ordonez got a base hit his first time up. 2 away. Top of the fourth. 4-2 Giants. Here's Ordonez. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Rueter. 3-5 against the righty. Blank. Ordonez, 6-6. He powers one into left field. That's a 12, and it's going to be a double for Ordonez. Ventura will score. Will Lopez score? Base running rating is a 4. 6-1. Double to home, 6-1. Yes, he will advance. Lopez will come in to score. He will come in to score. The 6, however, is too high, and Ordonez will hold at second base. We're tied at 4. Stadium groans. Section 518, cheers. Yay! Two RBI double by Ordonez. We got a tie game. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Here's Hershiser. He'll bat. Hershiser's 0 for 1. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Giants had a 4-0 lead, and now here come the Mets. Strategy. Ordonez stays put. Rueter. 5-6. Home run chance, but Hershiser has none. Hershiser, 5-3, and he grounds one to third. That'll get picked up by Miller, and he'll toss it over and end the inning. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 hit batter, and a 2-run bomb by Piazza. We're tied at 4, going now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rich Orel leads off for the Giants. He got a single his first time up. Hershiser will pitch. Hershiser, 5-2, walk plus. That 20 barely misses. Aurelia becomes a 17, plus 2 is a 19. He doesn't walk him. Aurelia, 6-2, and against the righty, he'll ground it to first. John Olru will take it to himself. That's out number 1. Aurelia asks the umpire, that looked like a ball. And the umpire says, no, you got to swing at it. Here's Maine. Maine is 0 for 1. Hershiser, 4-6. Strikeout, no. Maine, 4-2. Grounded to first also. And again, Olerud will make the play on his own. He'll take it to the bag himself. 2 away. And now here's Rueter. Rueter got a double his first time up. Hershiser, 6-2. It's a blank. Rueter, 5-1. Base hit. Rueter gets his second hit of the game. He hits a base hit past short, and Rueter now has a single and a double. DH? I still don't need no stinking DH. Here's Bernard. Bernard is 0 for 2, as Rueter keeps the inning going here for the G-men. Rueter not a threat to do anything, and he won't. Hershiser, 4-3, error on a throw. Bernard, 1-2, powered into left. That's a 13, and that's going to be a triple. The Giants are going to retake the lead. Powered into left field, a 13 is a triple. Rueter will come in. He will score. Is there going to be a throwing error? Henderson has an error rating of 2. He will not make a throwing error. He'll get the ball in, but Bernard gets an RBI triple. The Giants retake the lead 5-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 groans. RBI triple by Bernard. So the base hit by Rueter keeps the inning alive long enough for Bernard to get him in. Here's Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 1. So got hit by a pitch. Now the Giants rehab the lead. It's 5-4. Hershiser may not be in here much longer. Strategy roll for Bernard, and he will stay. He actually gets the stealing home. But no, we're not going to do that. Hershiser will pitch. Hershiser 4-3, error on a throw. Martinez 2-1, base hit for Martinez. The Giants get another one. Bernard will score. Single pat. Error on a throw. Single pass second, and there will not be a throwing error. At least I don't think so. Single pass second, actually. It's a single pass second. So on an error on a throw, check your thing here. Actually, I think there is. It's an infield single, and it was hit to second base, and that is Lopez. Actually, there is an error on a throw. Lopez has got it, and he throws wide to first. And Martinez will be on second base. That is an error on Martinez. 6-4 Giants. Actually, error on Lopez. My bad. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518. Groans. RBI single and an E4. That's the first error on the Mets in the ball game. They did not have any historically. And now the batter is Bonds. Bonds has got a triple and a bomb. Martinez on at second. And that's it for Hershiser. He's coming out. Hershiser coming out of the game. Didn't have it for the Mets at the moment. He'll leave with the L. And the Mets are going to go to the bullpen. They got left, right switch. And coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Dennis Cook. 10 wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, a 3.86 ERA. As Hershiser gets the early hook to bring in Cook. So Dennis Cook will pitch to Bonds here. Bonds is 2 for 2. 6-4 Giants. The Mets get 4 runs and give them right back. All because they couldn't get the pitcher out. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Cook will deal. Cook, 6-5. Walk plus ball 4. He walks Bonds because of course he does. So Bonds draws the walk. And now the batter is Snow. Snow is 1 for 2 with a double. As usual, I bring in a relief pitcher. The first thing he does is walk the batter. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Cook will pitch to Snow. Cook, 3-6. Strikeout plus 10. He'll get Snow. And the inning will end there. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. The Giants retake the lead 6-4. Top of the 5th. And top of the order. Here's Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 2, though. Rueter, he will stay out there and pitch. Rueter, 3-4. Strikeout. He got Henderson. And that is the second strikeout for Rueter. 1 down. Next batter is Dunston. Dunston got a double his last time up. Rueter will pitch. Rueter, 4-2. It's at the park. 3 calm. 3-1. It's a ground out to second base. Martinez will handle that. And over to first it goes, 2 away. And now here's Olerud. Olerud is 0 for 2. Rueter, he'll deal. Rueter, 5-5 against the lefty. Walk, it's ball 4. Olerud will trot down to first as Rueter keeps the inning going. That is the first walk given up by Kirk Rueter. He only had 53 of them in 99. And now Piazza. Piazza hit a 2-run bomb his last time up. Olerud on it first, and he'll stay there. Rueter will go ahead and pitch to Piazza. Rueter, 3-2. It's a blank. Piazza, 1-6. It's a Ground out to short, easily played by Aurelia. He's going to throw to second to get Olerud, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and no errors. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. Cook will stay on the mound. Leading off for the Giants will be Ellis Burks. He is 0 for 2. Actually, Cook may not stay on the mound, and he's not. They're going to yank him. Burks hits lefties better. New pitcher coming in for the Mets. And they're going to go with Turk Wendell. 5 wins, 4 losses, 3 saves, a 3.05 ERA, and 99. So Turk Wendell will come on to pitch, and he'll go up against Burks. Bottom of the fifth, 6-4 Giants. Wendell, 3-2. Hit by pitch. No. Burks, 5-5, and it's a line out right to third. That is gloved by Ventura. Pop, and that's the first out. Finally, no walk given in the first at bat. Here's Miller. Miller is 0 for 2. Wendell will deal. Wendell, 4-4. Home run chance. The 6 is good, but Miller, however, has a 0 against righties. Miller, 1-3. He'll hit a deep fly ball to right field, but it'll stay in the park. And Agbayani will get to that, and he'll make the catch for the second out. Here's Aurelia. Aurelia's 1 for 2 with a single. Wendell, he'll pitch. Wendell, 2-3. That's a walk plus. It's ball 4, and Aurelia will trot to first. So the Mets have not gotten a 1-2-3 inning yet in this game. And you walk Aurelia. Here's Maine. Maine is 0 for 2. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 8. Aurelia stays at first. Pitch from Wendell. 2-6. It's a blank. Maine, 6-5. And that is going to be a fly ball to right field. And that's going to be Agbayani to get there. And that will retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. Finally, the Mets have an inning where the Giants don't score. 6-4 Giants, though, after 5. Top of the 6th. Robin Ventura leads off for the NYM, and he is 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. This will probably be Rueter's last inning. He is due to bat, and he will be tired after Ventura. Rueter will pitch. Rueter, 1-6 against the lefty. Walking, it's ball 4. He lets Ventura take a walk. And now Rueter is tired. The batter is Agbayani. And that's going to be it for Rueter. Rueter's not even going to make it. We'll see a new pitcher for him. So the Giants are going to go to the bench, go to the bullpen. See you later there, Kevin. And coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Jerry Spradlin. 3 wins, a loss, no saves, a 4.87 ERA. Rueter does leave with a W, but Spradlin's going to come in to pitch, and he can pitch to 5. So he will be now the new pitcher. Second pitcher for the Giants. Jerry Spradlin will pitch to Agbayani. Infield is at double play. Ventura on it first. Strategy. Nothing on the 4. No. Spradlin will pitch. Spradlin, 4-4. Strikeout. Got him. Cold strike 3 on Agbayani. Should have swung at that one. Spradlin had 54 Ks in 99. And now here's Lopez. Lopez was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Ventura, he'll stay put. Spradlin will deal. Spradlin, 3-5, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Lopez. Spradlin comes in, gets the job done there, 2 down. And now Ordonez. Ordonez is 2 for 2, a single and a double. And he will bat here. David Vega joins us here at 3Com Park. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Spradlin will pitch. Spradlin, 5-3, range play. Ordonez, 2-5. It's a single past second, but it's a range play for Martinez. He was good. His range is a 4. But he'll get past him for a base hit. Ventura will go ahead and get the third and hold there. Single pass second, Ventura easily has it, and it keeps the inning going for the Mets. Ordonez has his third hit of the night. We'll see a pinch hitter for Wendell as the Mets are going to go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Mets will be Roger Cedeno. 313 average, 4 homers, 36 RBIs. Cedeno will come in to pinch hit. 2 down, 6-4 Giants, top of the 6th. Spradlin going up against Cedeno here. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Spradlin will deal with Cedeno. Spradlin, 1-6, home run chance. And the 11 against the lefty is going to be too high. Cedeno, 3-6, and he grounds it to second. That'll be handled by Martinez. He's got it. He throws to short, covering second base to get Ordonez. And the inning will go by the boards. No runs, a hit, and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pinch hitter coming in for Jerry Spradlin, as the Giants will be because he was due to lead off. Mets, however, have to put a pitcher on the mound first, and they will do that. And coming on to pitch for the Mets, let's see, got left and a right. I think they're bringing a righty here. Coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Billy Taylor. 1 win, 6 losses, 26 saves, a 4.95 ERA. Billy Taylor started the season with the Oakland Athletics. He is now on the Mets. And a pinch hitter coming in for the Giants to start the bottom of the 6th. And it is going to be Stan Javier. 285 average, 3 homers, 34 RBIs at 99. So Billy Taylor, who just, remember, we're in August, so a lot of trades were done at the trade deadline a couple of weeks ago. Taylor, 5-5, against the switch left. It's a base hit right past the pitcher, and Javier will be safe at first. So a pinch hitter, so the pitcher spot for the Giants is 3 for 3. And now the batter is Bernard. Bernard is 1 for 3, had an RBI triple his last time up. So Javier on at first. He had 16 steals, and he's not getting one here. Taylor, 2-4, range play at the park. 3Com, 1-2. It's a home run to the pull side. Now, Bernard has a home run rating of 8. The 13 is too high. Now it's going to be and Bernard's a lefty. So that's going to be to right field. Right fielder is Agbiani. He has to go after this. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. It will be an automatic double, but Javier will hold at third. Remember, range plays to the outfield, 2 bases, 2 bases on double and all, one 2-base advance on doubles on failed range plays with known 1 out. So because they're not sure if the ball is going to be caught. But it is runners at second and third and no 1 out. So Bernard gets a double as Agbiani couldn't make the play. Here's Martinez. Infield has to play in. I wasn't sure about Billy Taylor. He had a bunch of saves, but I was surprised we grabbed him at that time. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Taylor will pitch. Taylor, 5-5, and against the righty, strikeout, and he got him. Cold strike 3 on Martinez. Oh, that was close. They'll get a strikeout. And that's the first out. And now here's Bonds. Bonds is 2 for 2, a triple and a bomb. Javier on at third, Bernard on at second, Bonds on at the plate. And Taylor will be tired after Bonds. Taylor looks in on Bonds. Strategy roll. That's a 20. But Taylor has a bulk rating, and he will not balk. Taylor will pitch. Taylor, 4-3 against the lefty. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to be a base hit. That's a 17. It'll be a base hit to center field. Javier will score. He will come in to score. Single to center field. Bernard, base running rating of 5. And that's a 6-2. And advances to center field. That will come in. Bernard will come in. He will score. Bonds gets an RBI single. It is now 8-4 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 groans. So 2 RBIs for the Giants. As now Bonds has 4 RBIs for the Giants in this game. It's now 8-4. Bonds is now a double short of the cycle. And now here's Snow, and that's it for Taylor. He will come out. As Taylor has proven to be ineffective. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Mets. And let's see, lefty, righty, and then switch. And Miller is a little worse against lefties. Coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Chuck McElroy. McElroy started the season with the Colorado Rockies. He is also on the Mets now. 3 wins, 1 loss, no saves, a 5.50 ERA. McElroy joins the Mets force at the trade deadline. So Bonds on at first, and still only 1 out. Infield set for double play. Strategy. Yep, still strike. That's a 3. Bonds gets the steal sign. Why not? 18 plus 2 is 20. And Piazza plus 1. Bonds on his way. The only way he's out is on a 20. He's safe. Bonds will steal the base. Stolen base for him. And now takes away the double play. Re-roll the strat, and he'll stay at second this time. McElroy will pitch. McElroy, 1-3, strikeout. That's high. Snow, 1-5, base hit center field. Does Bonds score? 6-1, single to center field, and he will. Bonds will come around. He will score. He will come in to score. That's a 6. Snow will hold at first base because the black die is higher than his base running rating. And it's now 9-4 Giants. This is not the Mets' night. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 barfs. Yeah. So Snow gets a base hit, and the Mets can't get out of this inning. Here's Burks. Burks is 0 for 3. 9-4 Giants. Something tells me if the Mets even get into the postseason, I just don't know if this team's going to get through it. Strategy rolls are off. McElroy, 3-5, strikeout, got him. That will end the inning finally. No, I'm sorry, that won't. That's only the second out. My bad. It's 2 outs. So get Burks. And now here's Miller. Miller is 0 for 3. Miller kind of due. Snow on at first. Yeah, turning on state lottery drawing, that's for sure. McElroy, 1-3, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. So the Mets strike out the side, but not until the Giants get 3 runs on 4 hits and a stolen base. And the Giants have a 9-4 lead here after 6. Yeah, I got, yes, Ernest Cruz. Section 518 has some gas. Leading off for the Mets will be Sean Dunston. He is 1 for 3. Giants need a pitcher. They got right, left, and right. So I think the Giants will go with a righty, and they will come out with John Johnstone. 4 wins, 6 losses, 3 saves, a 2.60 ERA. Johnstone will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 4. Oh, no, not my bad, not Dunston. Not Dunston. Henderson's a leadoff batter. My bad. Henderson's a leadoff batter. He's 0 for 3, though. Henderson's a leadoff batter, but Johnstone would still come out. So here's Ricky. Johnstone will pitch. 3-2, walk plus, ball 4. Henderson's on base. So Henderson draws a walk, another walk by a relief pitcher. Infield double play. Henderson did have 37 steals, but the strategy rolls are off, so Henderson will hold. Now Dunston comes up to the plate. Johnstone, 2-2. That's an automatic out. That's an 11. It's going to be a fly ball to center field, and that'll be handled by Marvin Bernard, and that is the first out. 1 away. Here's Olerud. Olerud 0 for 2 with a walk. Henderson on it first. Johnstone, 5-3. Strikeout 9. That will miss. Olerud, 1-3. It's a fly ball to left field. And that will be Bonds getting to that. And that's the second out. And here's Piazza. Piazza 1 for 3 with a bomb. Infield back to normal. 9-4 Giants here. Johnstone, 2-3. That's a walk plus. He'll walk Piazza. So Piazza keeps the inning going with a walk. And now Johnstone is tired. And the batter is Ventura. Johnstone's going to pitch to him. He pitches well against lefties. So Johnstone will stay on the game. He'll pitch to Ventura. Ventura is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. 2 outs, top of the 7. Mets need to get something here in order to get back into this game. They did, and then all of a sudden the pitching staff just couldn't get it done. Johnstone, 6-2, strikeout, no. Ventura, 2-1. It's a hard line drive to third. Miller puts up the glove, pop, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a couple of walks. And the Giants lead the Mets here 9-4 in this game. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be August 17th We're going back to the American League for a very important matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. We'll be going to Jacobs Field for that one. Aaron Seeley will be pitching for the Rangers, and Mark Langston will be going for the Indians. I got to get the Rangers and the Indians on the board as well, as the Rangers, of course, chasing the Oakland Athletics in the American League West, and the Indians trying to hold off the White Sox in the American League Central. So that will be tomorrow night on the network, the Rangers and the Indians at Jacobs Field. That'll be tomorrow night here on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the seventh here, Giants all over the Mets, 9-4. Rich Aurelia leads off for the Giants. McElroy's going to stay out there. Might as well. 5-run lead. McElroy will pitch. McElroy, 6-1. It's at the park. 3-com. 2-1. Ground out, second base. That'll be handled by Lopez. Lopez takes it and throws to first for the out. Next batter is Maine. And Maine is 0 for 3. McElroy is tired. He'll pitch. McElroy, a 6-5 error on a throw. Maine, 4-4. Double into center field. Maine smacks one into center. Dunstan's error rating is a 0. He won't make an error throwing the ball back in, and Maine will hold it second. So double for him. And now a pinch hitter coming in for Johnstone, as the Giants will go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit will be F.P. Santangelo. 260 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs in 99. Santangelo will go up against McElroy, and we may see a pitching change for him as well, and we will. McElroy will come out of the game as well, and the Mets will go back to the bullpen. And they're going to go ahead and bring on Pat Mahomes. 8 wins, no losses, 3.68 ERAs. Yes, the father of Patrick Mahomes. And Pat Mahomes will come in to pitch. He is the 6th Met pitcher. And he can pitch to 7. So Pat Mahomes will pitch to Santangelo. Bottom of the 7th here, Giants all over the Mets, 9-4. Mahomes, 4-2, error on a grounder. Santangelo, 2-5. No, that's a fly ball to center field. And that'll be caught by Dunston. And that's going to be out number 2. Maine, a base running, would he try to take third on a foul? Yeah. And that's a 6-4 on a fly out to center field. Advances if it's hit to right. It wasn't. It was hit to center. So Maine will stay at second base. I don't think he would have went anyway. So 2 away, and here's Bernard. And Bernard is 2 for 4, a triple and a double. 2 men out. Mahomes will pitch. Mahomes, 5-6, strikeout plus 10. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Giants. And after 7, they have a 9-4 lead. On to the 8th. Leading off for the Mets is Benny Agbayani, and he is 0 for 3. Giants need a pitcher, and they got right switch and right, so I think we'll see a righty. And coming on to pitch for the Giants will be Julian Tavares. 2 wins, no losses, a 5.93 ERA in 99. They're going to keep Rob Nen. Or they actually, you know what? It will not be Tavares. My bad. They would actually bring out the better pitcher, even though they both have the same amount of relief appearances. It's going to be Felix Rodriguez instead. That's the right call. Felix Rodriguez will come on to pitch. 2 wins, 3 losses, a 3.80 ERA. So Felix Rodriguez will come on to pitch for the Giants, and he can pitch to 6. So here's Benny Agbayani leading off for the Mets in the top of the 8th. Felix Rodriguez. 1-1, strikeout, and no, that missed. Agbayani, 1-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. And once again, another play by Barry Bonds. He has made a lot of putouts tonight. 1 down. Lopez is the next batter. And 212 average, does it really matter? Do I have anybody else that can play short? No, he's going to have to play. Lopez will bat. You're down by 5 runs. Felix Rodriguez, 4-5. That's a blank. Lopez, 1-3. And Lopez will come through. That's going to be a double into left field. Lopez, I guess leaving him out there was the right call. Lopez will get a double, and he'll head to second and stay there. Here's Ordonez. He's had a great night tonight. Ordonez, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. 1 out, top of the 8th, 9-4. Can the Mets at least get a run here or something? Rodriguez, 2-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Ordonez, 3-1. No, that's a fly ball to center field. And that'll be easily caught by Bernard. And he has a +1 arm. That's out number 2. I really don't think Lopez would really try to take third. And I'm not going to send him to third. That's out number 2. So Lopez will stay at third base. Will stay at second base. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Mahomes. So now coming on to pinch hit for the Mets is going to be Darryl Hamilton. Hamilton started the season also with the Colorado Rockies. He is also a Met now. 315 average, 9 homers, 45 RBIs. Mets made a lot of moves in 99 at the trade deadline. In 99. Lopez on at second. Rodriguez will pitch. Rodriguez, 4-6 against the lefty. Strikeout +10. But the 20 is high. Hamilton, 2-1. And he flies out to center. That'll be handled by Bernard. He'll get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs and a hit, and the Mets just cannot. It got close, and then nothing has gone right since. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ramon Martinez leads off for the SFG. He is 1 for 3, singled, got an extra base on an error, and got hit by a pitch. New pitcher coming in for the Mets. And they're going to go with coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be, well, he's a French player. I usually like saving French players for last. It's going to be Octavio Dotel. 8 wins, 3 losses, no saves, a 5.38 ERA. Octavio Dotel will come on to pitch for the Mets, and he is the 7th pitcher. Been a rough night for the Met pitching staff. Martinez will bat. Bottom of the 8th, 9-4. Dotel, 3-3, strikeout, no. Martinez, 6-2, and that's a line drive to third. It's gloved by Ventura, and that's out number 1. Pop. And now the batter is Barry Bonds. Bonds has a single, a triple, and a homer. Bonds needs a double for the cycle. Dotel will go ahead and pitch to Bonds. He needs a double. If he gets one, this would be the 4th cycle my channel has had. Dotel will go ahead and he will pitch. 3-6, wild pitch. It's a blank. Bonds. 1-6, no, it's going to be a ground out to third. That'll be handled by Ventura, and Ventura will throw it over for out number 1. I'm sorry, make that out number 2, I think, right? Out number 2. 2 outs. Now the batter is Snow. JT, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. 2 for 4, a single and a double. Dotel will deal. Dotel, 1-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Snow, 1-2, base hit right past first, and the Giants keep the inning going. Octavio, don't ask, Dotel. And he'll go ahead and give up a single. And now here's Burks. Burks is 0 for 4. He's due. 2 men down. Snow on at first. Dotel will deal. Dotel, 1-2, strikeout, got him, and the inning is over. So no runs and a hit for the Giants. And they have a 9-4 lead after 8. But will we see some ninth inning magic? On to the ninth. 9-4 Giants. Top of the order for the Mets. Here's Ricky Henderson. Rodriguez, he's going to stay out there and pitch. They do not need the closer at the moment. Rodriguez will deal. Rodriguez, 4-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Henderson, 5-6. Henderson leads off with a base hit to center. Single for Henderson. He'll go to first. And now the batter is Dunston. Dunston is 1 for 4 with a double. Infield set for double play. Henderson not going anywhere. Rodriguez will pitch. Rodriguez, 2-2. Error on a grounder. Dunston, 6-5. That's powered into right. That's a 10. It's going to stay up there against a righty, and that'll be easily caught by Burks. And that is out number 1. Henderson goes back. Rodriguez is tired. He says, I can do it, coach. Here comes Orel. Orel 0 for 3 with a walk. Henderson on it first. Fans here at 3Com Park know the Giants need this game actually more than the Mets do. Giants have got to get over 500. Mets just trying to stay with the Braves, but doesn't look too good. Looks like the Mets are going to have to settle for a wild card possibility. Still got a long way to go, though. Rodriguez, 1-4, strikeout, no. Orel, 6-3, ground ball to short, 2-1-2. Second base, pivot, Martinez, a 0, a 1-2, that's your game. And they got it. Grounded to short, picked up by Orel, throws over to Martinez, pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Giants will give the Mets a tough loss tonight, 9-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518, barfs. Yeah. Red. No runs and a hit for the Mets. The Mets will now drop to 68-50. The Giants go to 57-59. Good win for the G-Men over the Mets tonight. Final line score coming up. For the Giants, 9 runs, 15 hits, no errors. For the Mets, 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Kirk Rueter. He'll wind up with the win. Orel Hershiser is going to get the loss. Spradlin, Johnstone, Rodriguez didn't give up any runs. I'm going to all give them holds. So that'll be a victory here for the Giants. And the Mets, well, now they got to get some help from the ticker, which is coming up next. Don't go away. Red. But that's what happens sometimes when you play the games. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Powered by FastScore Baseball. So the Mets are going to lose this one 9-4. We'll see how the rest of the majors. You got it there, Ernest. We'll catch you later. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. August 14th, Seattle at Boston. Mariners, 10-32, 4 runs. Red Sox 863, and that's 8 runs, a win for the Red Sox. Rangers and the White Sox. Rangers 1336, that is 6. White Sox 1124, that is 4. White Sox just not doing well also. Baltimore at Cleveland. Orioles 651, that's 5. Indians 1613, that is 3, and that's a win for the O's. Anaheim at Detroit. Angels 746, and that is 5. Tigers 613, that is 1, a win for the Halos. Tampa Bay at Kansas City. Devil Rays 841 and 5. Kansas City 1043, also 5. We'll go to the back. We'll go to extras. Tampa Bay rolled a 1, plus 1 is 2. Kansas City rolled a 3, minus 5. That's going to be a win for the Devil Rays. Minnesota at the Yankees. Twins 061, that is 5. Yankees 1652, that is 8, and that's a win for the Bombers. Oakland at Toronto. Athletics 1565, that's 11. Blue Jays 644, that is 5, a win for the A's. Milwaukee at Arizona. Brewers 815, that's 2. Diamondbacks 1332, that is 5, a win for the Snakes. Philadelphia and the Reds. Phillies 625, and that is 3. Reds 1345, and that is 8. And that game belongs to the Reds. Expos and the Rockies. Expos 1536, and that is 6. Rockies 1321, and that is 3, a win for the Spos. Pirates and the Astros. Pirates 826, that's 3. Astros 852, that is 6, a win for the Stros. Braves and the Dodgers. With the Mets losing, come on, Dodgers. Braves 541, and that is 4. Dodgers 264, that is 6. And the Mets will not lose any ground there. Marlins and the Padres. Marlins 743, that is 5. Padres 633, and that is 3. That's a win for the Marlins. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs 666, that's 10. Cardinals 2211, and that is 2. And that's a win for the Cubs. Mind explaining how that works? This is called FastScore Baseball, Dr. D. This is available from Brian Davis, who has his own website. It's in my channel comments. He does every season differently, depending on how each team each team finished, with offense, defense, and clutch. Plus, he includes the pitcher information. Every chart for every season is different. So the 99 season will not look anything like the other seasons I've done so far. You roll a set of dice. It's already plug and play. So on this sheet, you have 2 numbers, 11 versus 11, like for Seattle and Boston. You have 2 numbers. He does take into effect home field advantage, okay, and the pitchers that pitched. He has his own set of mechanics to get this information. I use black dice for the visiting team and white dice for the home team. I roll. The black dice says 21. Seattle is the visiting team, and it says 11. We then go to the chart here, see 11 here. That's a 21, and then we go to this, and you see 21, 16 to 21, 16 to 23 finishes here for 3. So the Mariners get 3 runs. The Red Sox, I'm using the white dice for the home team, they roll only a 12. But they also have an 11. And you check here, so 11, a 12 on there, goes up to here, and you see 1. So the Mariners beat the Red Sox 3-1 in that game on the 15th. In case it goes to extra innings, you flip this over and you go ahead and get the clutch factors. You can re-roll 2 dice. For speed's sake, I take the 2 I take the two smaller dice now and add them to the clutch rating. If this was a tie game, let's say, I would have taken the black die for Seattle, and Seattle has a 0, so nothing is added to their dice. The Red Sox, I rolled a 2. Boston also has a 0. They would have won in extra innings, but if this was tied, if it was a tie after using the clutch, after the clutch ratings, the home team wins in extra innings if it finishes a tie. I hope that helped you out. Rangers at the White Sox. He has seasons going all the way back to 1950, including some dead ball years too. And if he doesn't have a season you want to paint, email him. He'll create it. Rangers 1746, that is 8. White Sox 622, that is 2, and that's a win for the Rangers. Orioles and the Indians. The link is in my comments, Dr. D. You can take a look underneath the you look in the comment or the information section, and you'll see the link for FastScore. You'll see it there. Orioles 853, and that is 6. Indians 1446, and that is 7. That's a win for the Indians. It's all done by PDF. He sends you a PDF. It's very cheap. It's not expensive at all for this stuff. It's plug and play. That's all you got to do. Print it and use it. You can pretty much roll a season in a few hours if you want to do it that way. But I use it as 10-minute ticker. So I roll because I play one game per 3 days of baseball. And that allows, so I go, 14, 15, 16, I'll stop. And then the 17th, I'll play a game there. That's how I can get through a regular season, about 2.5 months. Anaheim 734, that is 4. Tigers 654, that is 6. That's a win for the Cats. Tampa Bay and Kansas City. Devil Rays 1343, and that's 6. Royals 1426, and that's 5. That will be a win for the Devil Rays. Twins and the Yanks. Twins 444, and that is 4. Yankees 762, that is 7, and they'll get that win. Oakland at Toronto. Oakland 1445, and that's 7. Blue Jays 1155, and that is also 7. So that means we go to extras. Oakland rolled a 5 plus 0. Toronto rolled a 5 plus 0. It is a tie, which means the Blue Jays will win it in extras. Milwaukee and Arizona. Milwaukee 563, that is 7. Diamondbacks 1666, that's 13, and they'll get the win. Phillies and the Reds. Phillies 723, and that's 3. Reds 1026, that is 4. That game belongs to the Reds. Expos and the Rockies in a doubleheader. Expos 1822, and that is 5. Rockies 1233, that is also 5. Montreal rolled a 2, plus 2 is 4. Rockies rolled a 3, plus 2 is 5. They'll win the first. Game 2. Expos 1031, that is 4. Rockies 2724, and that is 7. And the Rockies will take both games for the Expos. The reason why I do it this, Dr. D, everybody gets to see the games played. So if I'm not doing a game on the board, they all see it being done in real time in front of them. You don't have to worry about utilizing computer stuff or whatever. You actually get to see the games played in front of you. Pirates and the Astros. And you get some very interesting results sometimes, too. A few outliers, but that's normal for any gaming engine. Pirates 525, that is 3. Astros 643, and that is 4. That's a win for the Stros. Braves and the Dodgers. Braves and the Dodgers. Come on, Dodgers. Braves 865, that's 9. Dodgers 624, that is 3. And the Braves will win another game. Marlins and the Padres. Marlins 312, that's 0. Padres 935, that's 4. They'll win that. Mets and the Giants. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 936, that's 5. Giants 655, that is 6. And the Mets are going to fall another game back of Atlanta. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs 1263, that is 9. Cardinals 1343, and that is 6. That's a win for the Cubs. August 16th, Oakland at Boston. Athletics 1125, and that's 4. Red Sox 826, that's 3. Win for the A's. Anaheim at the White Sox. Anaheim 412, that's 0. White Sox 714, that's 2. They'll get that win. Rangers and the Indians, we have these two tomorrow night. Rangers 1125, that is 4. Indians 1316, and that is 3. The win for the Rangers. Tampa Bay at Detroit. Devil Rays 1052 and 6. Tigers 862, 7. They'll get that win. Twins and the Yankees. Twins 312, 0. Yankees 1033, 4 runs. Another win for the Bronx Bombers. Seattle at Toronto. Mariners 1024, 3 runs. Blue Jays 956, and that is 7 runs. Cubs and the Diamondbacks. Cubs minus 164, that's 6. Diamondbacks 1162, that is 8. The D-backs will win it. Pirates and the Reds. Pirates 331, that's 3. Reds 1324, and that is 4. That game belongs to the Reds. Braves and the Rockies. Come on, Rockies. Braves 1816, and that's 4. Rockies 864, that is 8. And the Rockies will beat the Reds. Brewers and the Astros, as Mike in the Truck joins us here for FastScore Baseball. Brewers 526, 3. Astros 1133, and that is 5. The Stros will get the win. Marlins and the Dodgers. Marlins 816, that's 2. Dodgers 1153, 7 runs. The Dodgers will win. Mets and the Padres. The Braves lost. Can my Mets get that game back? Mets 863, and that's 8. Padres 666, that's 10. You gotta be kidding me. FastScore is just laughing at me. Expos and the Giants. Expos 663, and that's 7. Giants 1325, and that is 4. That's a win for the Spos. Phillies and the Cardinals. Phillies 1516, and that's 3. Cardinals 1221, and that is also 3. We'll go to extras. Phillies rolled a 6. -1 is 5. Cardinals rolled a 1. -1 is 0. And the Phillies will win it in extras. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be at Jacobs Field. The Texas Rangers taking on the Cleveland Indians. Aaron Seeley will be going for the Rangers. Mark Langston for the Indians. Important matchup in the American League. Texas at Cleveland at Jacobs Field tomorrow night. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. The New York Mets just can't get it done tonight. The Giants beat the Mets 9-4, and all Section 518 can say is red. See you guys tomorrow night.